Mets play the Washington Nationals. Spring training on SNY is presented. Scherzer, Tommy Hunter, Eliezer Hernandez, John Curtis, Brooke.
C.J. Abrams leads off for the Nationals. Scherzer's first at times in his career when the home run was a pain to him. There's a good curveball for the Yankees. And he blows away Abrams for the first. Abrams, Luis Garcia, Joey Meneses, they'll be everyday players for the.
You keep an eye.
2-1 to Garcia, and the curveball swung and mid. 15 seconds between pitches. In the air to right field.
Catcher.
Here is Joey Meneses, who had a start to his career last year as a 30-year-old rookie after 11 OPS. For a guy who was never even in a major league camp before 15 on the pitch clock at the start of an inning. That's a patchwork, to say the least.
He's a great struggle in the big leagues because your team's not very good.
Absorb the punishment and hoping he bet. I don't think he's ever thrown that pitch before.
No, this is a new pitch for him.
He throws a major league pitcher. By the way, that's it sharply. Good years for the Nats in 18 and 19. He had 38 home runs combined. To play an independent ball, he was playing for association. He hits it sharply and with no make the Nats as a non-roster player.
Stays level on that belt.
Find a home with this Nationals team. Candelario, the former Tiger, to be their everyday third.
Figured it out.
He held that ball for 14 seconds. And infield back. Alex Call, the left fielder, takes a curveball. Alex Hunter Wendelstedt. But we know what Hunter looks like.
Well, Hunter, as he gets
up now, Keith.
I'd say enough things to get.
And played quite a bit down the stretch of the season, 114. By the way, if you're wondering about our progress, I mean, there was a game ended yesterday to happen in a regular season game, but that's why they're calling it. That's driven to center field. That'll get the run in back. The Mets last year played more extensively for them in 21. Another long hold by Scherzer, and he goes through 15 pitches in the first inning. And on whose dad was the coach for years at Elk Grove. Seaver and Steve Carlton with the '86 White Sox.
Wow. Just on the game.
And Hill goes down swinging. The 7 games last year. And the breaking ball in for a strike. And it's 2-2 coming. Struck him out.
He can throw. Look, he can break out the knot.
Well, Vogelbach had a very nice night last night through the right side. Paolo Espino now. All 4 have to have 2 feet on the dirt. And the slow curveball. Sean Doolittle's back with the Nats as well. Eduardo has. I went back and looked as Escobar bounces one of them. Fam's now 34 years old. Last year played a lot. 554 at bat. Back from whence he came. 23 home runs, a 930 out in a big way. 2 from Espino. And Pham pops one up. This one pitcher in Korea. Pitched at least 180 innings every year. That's best season.
Yeah, his best years in Korea.
There's Luis Garcia. And he hits one on the ground right at McNeil. 3 pitches against Scherzer his first time up. It took 27. He's pitching like he's double parked. The East last year. Oh, and Meneses is hit by the pitch.
Another cutter at the feet of Meneses.
Chatting with Buck Showalter. Matt Adams fouls one at his feet in the second. Sure to limit the damage to 1 run. And the breaking ball grounded right at McNeil.
It's coming. And so it's
Max, how different is that? I know you said early in the spring that really in the past how'd that feel?
No, well, let's get something straight. Want to? Like, I can completely change the timing. I can be in
the lowest ERA of your fantastic career as Vientos are where they need to be. There was a great article in Newsday from Tim Healy saying that healthier this year.
Tommy Hunter on to pitch for the Mets in the 4th. And Michael Chavis fouls off his first. And Hill Crane that we just showed.
They have a big.
I mean, if everything else is equal, that don't have options, And then if they don't have options, if you want to send them to the minors, you got to pass them through waivers, pitchers over the course of the season. I think the Mets used 23 relievers last year. Now, well, the other piece of that is start this season, which is extremely rare. They have the 4 in Miami.
Get too far ahead in the season, but they got a stretch, I think, in May of a lot of
yourself making moves with your bullpen even earlier than you expect. Yeah.
And you would soft toss and you have a hitter, but also for the hitter.
Yep. That's drilled down Pepper, which, you know, played with incredible flair.
On your knees, when you're on your
no, they're keeping up with each other. Ooh. In the air to deep right center.
Yeah.
First time up. Gets this one in the air to left. And who fouled out to first base. 3-2 coming. Off the outside corner, ball 4. So Famworth is flied out to right his first time up. He's one of the men running.
That's that was me at 6 years old.
Me too.
In front of us. I know your personality. I know Mike Rizzo was talking about how they're crazy popular. Now you do you playing doubles or you playing? Yeah, doubles is fun.
Again against Eliezer Hernandez. Runner goes. The throw to second. That stuff. See, here's where the 4.5 inches that could be Ken Boswell. Field in, C.J. Abrams the batter, and he pops one up into on 3 hits. Brooks Raley and that's hooked here.
Got it away.
That's line to the left. Meneses has a base hit. So 2 straight. And he misses. Met, I've got a question for Wayne.
Uh-oh.
McNeil. Mark Cannon struck.
Scotland.
Oh, there you go. That's pulled the salsa beat during the game. And that's strike 3. I mean, there's ball 4 and Hill.
Across the warning track.
It's lots of changes in the series.
Not religiously.
I thought he was great.
See a DJ there. The prime Ronnie was 28-32. Yeah.
They said
that we can work with, and if he uses that a lot, he could have a better master of that.
This is good for him.
Yes.
Joey Meneses'
5th birthday.
No Penguins live that long.
So much Francisco. So Omar, we were talking about some of these other.
It's true.
Cedrola drives one, dripping with athletic ability. And was hit back to the mound off the back. And look, Castro popped, knowing that he wasn't going to be able to pitch all year, but counting on it in 9 postseason games that year with the Rays. And you can see the DeGrom as good as he was. Grounded down to first base. You know, it doesn't escape notice that the Mets is right on that, or as we call him now. Mauricio hits.
Oh boy, belt high fast.
Little flare towards second. One hopper grab by Baker. Up in 150 odd years of professional World Series. Brett Beatty and everybody introduced themselves and said their position. Fly ball out to league for Ponce and did not give up a run in 6 innings. I think the first time that I heard of Ponce was when Frank Robinson has drilled down the spring.
I'll miss you.
Me on Facebook. Double play ball. Mauricio with the flip. 2-2 coming. Bouncing ball. Big throw to second base. Parada.